Hey Peg, have you ever had a problem with carrot rust fly?
No.
What about flea beetles on your radishes?
Absolutely not.
Why's that?
Because of polypropylene floating row covers. Let's show them how to do this.
Row cover is spun polypropylene cloth that's used for vegetable gardening year-round. I drape it over my raised beds to protect them from pests, and it has other benefits too.
Too much anything is bad for your plants. Row covers let in just the right amount of sun, water, and air for your plants to thrive.
Covering planting beds provides extra humidity and a little bit of frost protection underneath. It creates a nice microclimate for plants. And different types of cloth come in different weights, so they offer different light transmission as well as offer different levels of frost protection.
Using these row covers prevents pests from getting into your garden bed to eat or destroy your vegetables. So it's a preventative blocker.
What vegetables grow best with row cover? Some vegetables I use row cover with all year round, from the time I plant the seed till the time I harvest. Vegetables like carrots to prevent carrot rust fly, or radishes to keep away flea beetles, and especially for crucifers like kale and cabbage to keep away imported cabbage moth and cabbage root fly.
Row cover keeps them out of the garden so that we don't have to use harmful chemicals or pesticides to deter them.
An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, especially when we're talking about soil-borne insects that once they become established, they're almost impossible to get rid of. For some crops, I use the row cover just long enough to protect the seed until it germinates and gets strong enough to endure pests or the elements. With beans, corn, and peas, it can be used just long enough to keep birds from eating the seed before they have a chance to sprout. Or with heat-loving plants like cucumbers, to provide just a little bit of warmth until summer kicks in, then I remove the cover so they can get as much sun as possible. But with lettuces, it's the opposite. Cover to protect from intense sun, extending the harvest window.
Row cover can, when well secured, deter birds, rodents, rabbits, and deer. But because it's lightweight, it can be chewed into, wriggled under, and knocked down. So mainly it's used to exclude insect pests.
What kind of row cover is available? Well, it comes in different brand names like Agrobon and Remay and different thicknesses. The kind that we use lets in about 85% of light and provides 1 to 4 degrees of frost protection. It comes in widths on rolls of anywhere from 6 feet to 50 feet wide.
You can even find it in kits that includes everything you need: the hoops, the clamps, and the Agrobond.
Most people use hoops to create a sturdy frame to drape their row cover over. I have a friend who has a handy bending tool, and so he helped me bend these 10-foot long conduit pipes into hoops. If I want to extend them and make them longer, I use a handy coupler on the end for tomatoes or other taller plants.
If you don't have a bender, you can bend PVC pipe. You anchor it into the bed using rebar.
So let's put up our row cover. Drape the row cover over your frame, allowing enough extra fabric around the sides to pull on the soil. Then anything heavy can be used to secure the fabric to the soil just inside the walls of the bed. Use bricks, rocks, a length of lumber, or sandbags.
To secure the fabric to the loops, PVC snap clamps work well. You can make your own cut from short sections of PVC, or use binder clips. A square of nylon or heavy plastic between the clip and the row cover prevents the thin fabric from tearing at stress points. Repairs can be made by using duct tape.
You can loosely blanket raised beds or rows for temporary seedling protection. Draped over a tomato cage or cucumber trellis, while our nights are still quite cool, is a great way to use row cover. I keep finding new uses for it and swear by it for successful vegetable gardening.
Farm supply catalogs are great for information in sourcing row cover and accessories. There are also mini websites at WSU, and there is the Maritime Northwest Garden Guide for further information.